Are you a hot-blooded crab? You are! Hot-blooded, the crab is the one you want. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our Voyagers Replay Expedition playthrough. So in the first episode, we did a ton of stuff. We got Phase 1 done, but we also got a lot of Phase 2, a lot of Phase 3, some Phase 4, and Xenobiology. We just did this for Phase 5. We got our 2 exotic creatures done. There we are. Beautiful. So we got the assorted glitches. Now, you can keep these if you want to. We don't need them, so I'm gonna delete mine, but you can keep it if you want to. Same thing for these planetary charts. You can just get rid of them or use them if you want to. You don't need them for the expedition. So, now that we've gotten all of Phase 1 done, let's go to Phase 2. We need to get to the rendezvous, experience a planetary temperature under 94 degrees negative Fahrenheit, and then excavate an ancient dig site. We're going to skip that for now because we can get 2 for 1 on that. So let's get going to the second rendezvous. Let's keep going. Boom! Done and done. Let's move over to the next rendezvous. Let's just jump over here. Finnigs. I don't need that. Hishu. Don't need that one. Yanbina. Well, let's just jump here. That looks like as far as we can go on our upgraded hyperdrive. Remember, we have upgraded ones, so we're going to be skipping a lot of systems, and you might want to like stop off if you need to find some other stuff if you want to. I should be showing you all of that stuff, but if you want to just take your time and kind of do what you want to do, then go ahead, go for it. Let's stop off at the space station because we still need to learn our words. Remember, we still need our Korvax and our Viking words. So do we have anything we could sell? Nothing really. Not really. That's okay. We don't need to make money. Most of the reason why we're stopping here for is let's talk to some aliens. So this is a Viking. Oh no, it's a Korvax system. Beautiful. So we need Korvax the most. So let's get this done real fast. I think we need 3 more words for the Korvax and just 1 more word for our Viking. So that's 1. This is number 2 here. And this would be the last one right here. These guys look like Christmas. Look at that. It's green and red. Now, do you think we have a Viking in here somewhere? I don't see any. Dang it, no Vikings, huh? So I don't see any over here. Now, sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes you can find them on the other side. The problem you run into is usually the aliens on this side with the nanites markets. These aliens are going to be specialized, so they're going to be for like your armorer or whatever. So let's see what this guy is. He's probably my armorer or my exo craft specialist. Yep, exocraft specialist. Okay, we can't do that. They will not teach you a word because they're supposed to actually go for your base. Problem is, in the expedition, you don't need a base, and we're just looking for words. So, well, we'll find another. We just need 1 more. Oh, we can accept our reward for our Korvax. Yeah! That one's done. We got our divergence cube, memory fragments ×2. So, let's continue on. Now, let's move on to. We should be able to jump right to the rendezvous location. Wadam Saigon, nope. And Sugame, we're gonna go here. This is our rendezvous number 2 location here. So we don't need to do anything here except go to the rendezvous. So I'm gonna pop in here real fast, grab the rendezvous, and get the heck out and go to the next one. I mean, oh god, unless it's a Korvax system, so we don't need to. I mean, we can. Let's try it. We're gonna go to the space station because there might be 1 Viking just hanging out in here. So let's just get this real quick. And you'll notice, you see how it says hold exclamation point? Like, oh, there's exclamation points in my inventory for my controls. It's because I forgot to turn on my controller before I started the game. So on PC, at least for me, if I start my game up before I turn my controller on, it'll instantly think that I'm playing with mouse and keyboard, and then when I start using the controller, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't understand what buttons you're pressing. That's not a keyboard button. Oh, there we go. We have our Corvette or our Viking right here. Come on. Yes, he'll teach me a word. And that should be it. Yep, we got all our languages done, so we learned all our words. We're knocking them out really early, 5 minutes in, and we're getting multiple milestones done. So let's grab that one. We got Emerald. We're gonna need Emerald, yes! Forbidden multi-tool modules and pre-packaged advanced translator. You don't need that translator, you're good on that one. But the Emerald is what we need. We need that Emerald, you guys. So, while we're going to the planet, what we need to do is we need to install a indium drive. Indium drive will allow us to go to any star system we need, and part of our milestones are going to a red star and a blue star. So install your indium drive. We have our emerald and we have our wiring loom. We bought those earlier, remember? So we installed that. So now we have an indium drive. So now we're able to, and I believe Rendezvous number 4 is in a blue star system. So you need the indium drive before you can even get to Rendezvous 4. Keep that in mind. I believe, I mean, it says to stop off over here. Let's just stop where it tells us to. I hate the target sweeper. It is the worst addition to this game ever. But here we go. 1400. Yeah, I kind of knew it was going to be over there. Let's just go. So I'm guessing the this communication station is probably where the yep, it is at a planetary archive, so you cannot miss it. If you get close enough, you'll see it. Let's just land on this landing pad right here. Come on, there we are. And for whatever reason, it won't mark it until you get out and set foot on the ground. There we go, done. Rendezvous number 2, done. So now what we need to do is we need to find a planet that is under 94 degrees Fahrenheit, which is totally fine. We could totally do that. Let's look and see if there's any planets in this system that are below that temperature, or if they're cold. But if not, we'll go to the next rendezvous. There should be one there. So we have an icy planet. Nope, an acrid. That's a fungus. This is a violent, so that's going to be a magma planet. That is a isotopic, so that's gamma. And that's the one we just came. Abandoned, so that's the one we just came from, I believe. And then acrid. Okay, yeah, we're good. So let's go to the next rendezvous. So we're just going to skip on through to the next rendezvous. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but that's pretty good. Glong. Okay, we don't need that one. And then Rucus. Ruvo. This is the one we need to go to, so this is going to be our third rendezvous. Now, keep in mind, on our third rendezvous system, we can find our paradise planet. So that's what we're going to do before we go to the rendezvous location. So it's going to be actually behind the planet you see right in front of us. The shell-strewn planet. It's going to be behind that one. So let's go beyond this. And we'll be able to see the planet behind it. And that is your tectonic planet. It's called the Rabber Ridge. So let's go to this planet. This is going to be our paradise planet. It has a paradise scale of 81%. And you only need 80. So it's 1% higher than what you need. Technically, you need 80.1. So anything above an 80 is fine. This is 81. Does perfectly. So all you need to do is go break the atmosphere and it will give it to you. You don't even need to land. Once you break the atmosphere, it'll trigger the milestone for you. And it should mark it for us. And there we go. Discovered a paradise world. Not a paradise. It's just barely a paradise. Just barely. All right. Now let's see. We have any cold planet. We have a rotting, a shell strewn, and tropical. Okay, so let's go to rendezvous number 3. Let's highlight that one. Beautiful. There we go. Let's accept our reward for the Eternal Garden, salvage data, and Interstellar Fancy. I don't know what an Interstellar Fancy is. What is that? Is it a food? Yeah, it is. It's a food. So let's start. We can eat that food real fast. Let's start installing some of this stuff. Advanced Translator, we don't need. The Sentinel Weapon upgrade, we don't need. So we can get rid of those. We can sell those for nanas if we want to. Same thing for the Blaze Javelin module. And, I mean, we can use an underwater protection module. So let's slap that down for a second. But yeah, that's it. We could sell everything else. We don't need any of the other stuff. We don't need the Divergence Cube. You can sell that or get rid of it. Like, trash it if you want to. The Lubricant, same thing. You can sell it if you want to, or you can just trash it. Does not matter. We're not going to need it for later on, so you can just get rid of it. Make sure all of my my fuels are fixed and refueled. So this is a high Sentinel activity planet, so make sure you're only getting down here for what you need, because the Sentinels are going to be going after you like crazy. And this is a beautiful planet, by the way. I love this planet. So, as you can tell, it's not over there. It's this thing right here. The portal is on the right side if you come in here. It's on the right side. So it's close by that target sweeper, but not really. Not like right on the target area. So this is a portal, and we need to use a portal. Oh, look at this beautiful planet. Look at that. Beautiful glowing, beautiful purple glow. Anyway, one of our milestones is to use a portal. So we need to use this portal. Now we're going to need to recharge all of these items here. So let's pop in. Let's see. Hopefully I have all the things I need. Let's check it. Emerald, beautiful. I didn't get rid of my emerald. Thank God. Carbon, yes. Really? That's it? Oh, we have condensed carbon now, I guess. Sodium, for the love of God. I don't think I have a lot of sodium, so we might be screwed on this. It's okay. If you can't refill it all the way, like if you don't have enough materials, you can go get them and come back, and it'll remember where you were. Like, I don't have enough dihydrogen, so I'm going to have to come back with more dihydrogen to refill that. I thought I was going to run out of sodium, but no, it was dihydrogen, actually. Wow. I can't believe my sodium made it through all that. So I need more dihydrogen. So let's look around. That should be, like, everywhere. So it's not a big deal. We can just come up here real fast. Grab what we need, but this goes for anything. You're good to go. So run around and like get some either copper or some like condensed carbon if you need it. Whatever you need, you can run out and grab it. That way you can refill that those portal glyphs. There we go. Done and done. Oh yeah, while we're doing this, remember we need to get our plants. So let's scan some more plants. Where's my condensed carbon? There it is, down here. I used up some of this, so I'm going to get some more back. Scan some of these plants while I'm thinking about it. There we are. So I should have enough dihydrogen to fix up the last of the glyphs. Let's pop them back in here. And yeah, see how it kept a track of everything I installed. So I just need to finish off my dihydrogen and we're good. And done. So you don't have to go to any special area. This is the time. If you have a location that you want to go to, like if you know where a hot-blooded animal is or a radiation or whatever, if you have a special location you want to go to, definitely go there. But if you don't have one, that's fine too. Just pop in all suns, all sunrises. Easy enough. Just pop all that in. You're good to go. You just have to use the portal. You don't have to go to any special locations. So let's get in here. Now, once you go through the portal, you can literally just go right back through, back to where you came from. I would recommend doing that. That way we can continue on to our other rendezvous. You don't want to mess up and go to, you know, a wrong location or get too far out of bounds, because we still have our other rendezvous locations we have to go to. I mean, if you want to, you can look around. We visited a red star. Beautiful. We got that one done. So that might be worth it to go to. We get to a red star location. If you want to scan some of these plants while we're here, that way we can get our plant life done. Minerals. Nope, we need a plant. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, fine. That's fine. We traveled via portal, so let's go back through, and it'll send us right back to where we came from, which is rendezvous number 3. So we got this. There we go. Our big, beautiful purple planet. Beautiful. So we still need to find our frozen planet, which is fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's get up here. So let's accept some of those rewards we just earned, like the botanist. Oh, we did get our plant reward. So milestone is there. Done. We scanned 12 plants. So you get your triple burst firework and kelp sack. You don't need any of that. You can destroy all that or sell it or whatever you need to do. Get it out of your inventory. And then we also earned the going through a portal milestone. That'll give you forbidden exosuit modules, so navigational data times 20, and emerald. Again, you get more emerald just in case you messed up the first time and you threw it away or whatever. And then we also did rendezvous number 3. Got more exosuit inventory upgrades. And let's get back in here. The final one we got was visiting a red star for going to that location. Doesn't matter. You don't have to, you don't have to do it at that time. You can do it later on if you need to. Alrighty. So now we need to harvest 6 plants. Record a creature with a body temperature over 126 degrees. So first things first, let's get our plants harvested. If you want to make a farm and wait for it, it's going to take you at minimum an hour. I would highly recommend, if you want to, go to the space anomaly, because there is a featured base that has plants for you that you can go farm right now. Keep in mind, you want to make sure absolutely that your network is turned off. Make sure all your multiplayer is turned off, because the plants grown are shared if you're in multiplayer. So like if you have your multiplayer turned on and you pick it, it'll take an hour to regrow for everyone. But if your multiplayer is turned off, it is not actually sending that information to the server, so it doesn't know that you've picked it. Definitely turn off your multiplayer before you go visit this and pick the plants. And we need to pick 6 of them. And there should be plenty at this location. So head back to the teleporter in the space anomaly, because you can go to one of the featured bases only from this teleporter. No other teleporter will do that for you. And we are specifically going to go to the apothecary, the Polestar Potions and Apothecary base. Go here. This will take you to number 1, an amazing looking base, by the way. I love this base. It's really, really cool. But number 2, on the outside of this base, there are plants that you can pick, and it counts towards your milestone. So we can knock it out really easy. So number 1, look at this. Look at this base. It is so cool. It's a big mushroom house. Beautiful, right? But on the outside, you'll see these little plants right here. So here we have gut root flower. Let's just grab it. Remember, you're going to need your hazmat gauntlet on for it to count. If you don't have it, it will not actually let you grab this. So make sure you have that installed before you do this. And you just have to pick up 6 of these plants all around it. Where's my other one? There it is. And we harvested 6 plants. There you are. Beautiful. Done and done. And the cooler part is if you hit down on your D-pad to go to your quick menu, you go to the right once and it says return to space anomaly. You can just instantly travel right back to the space anomaly. You don't have to worry about going through a teleporter or going back to the space station or whatever. You can just instantly travel back. That is one of the cool benefits of using the space anomaly teleporter. It allows you to do that only for the featured bases. So only for those. If you go back to your base or you go to a space station, you still have to manually do it. But if you go to one of the featured bases, it'll let you automatically transfer back. Let's take that reward, which is refined flour, sugar, synthetic honey. So you can make a cake, basically, if you want to. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to have a cake, so I'm going to get rid of those ingredients. We don't need it. I'm going to delete it to get it out of my inventory because it's a pain in the butt to hold on to all that stuff. So we are good to go. Let's make sure that there's no cold planets in this system as well. Let's look at all of our planets around here. Did we already check these? I can't even remember. Tectonic. Oh, yeah, we did. We did check all these planets. So there's nothing here we can use. So let's move on to the next rendezvous. Let's bounce over here to rendezvous number 4. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, this is the one that you're going to need your emerald drive or your indium drive for. This is a blue star, so we should pop that immediately once we get in here. There we are. Blue expands. Because it's a blue star, you need your indium drive for this. And then, oh, that's a life incompatible planet. That's not going to be cold enough. Planetary anomaly. Oh, let's make sure to highlight our rendezvous number 4. I always forget to do that. And we can accept our reward for the blue expanse. Nautilin chamber, Nautilin advanced equipment blueprint, supreme upgrade. So you don't need any of that stuff. It's cool, but you don't need any of that submarine stuff at all. Let's head over to the rendezvous number 4. Now, we can't actually, you know what, stop. Before we do that, let's go to the space station because we can sell those upgrades we're not going to use. Like your submarine. Again, you don't have to. If you want to, you can keep it and you can install it if you'd like. However, I'm not going to use it and I'd rather get my milestone for my nanites faster. There are other ways to do it. You can actually scan creatures and upload your discoveries, all that kind of stuff. But the fastest way that I've found is just sell the technology you don't want to keep. Like my, a launch thruster module. I want to keep that, actually. So, you know what? We might actually use our storage augmentations to upgrade this. That way we have our storage or our launch thruster module. But we're going to sell the upgrades I'm not going to use. My submarine upgrades, I'm not going to use that at all. You don't need to. It makes your life a little bit easier, but it's not a requirement, so we don't need it. Let's upgrade our starship because we have our storage augmentations. And we're going to upgrade our technology slots. There we are. And then we're going to come over here to the exosuit. Doesn't matter which marketplace you go to, as long as it's a nanite market. And then we go to sell. Humboldt drive. That's our submarine. Launch thruster. We're going to keep. The sentinel weapons we're not going to keep, so we'll sell that one. Blaze javelin. Absolutely sell that one, even if you like it. I'm just kidding. If you want to keep it, sure, but I'm never going to use a blaze javelin, so I'm going to sell it. Exosuit fragment. Yep. And launch thruster we're going to keep. Prepackaged advanced translator. We could sell that. And we're done. So now we're good. We don't need to learn any language or anything like that, so we can get the heck out of here. We can install our launch thruster, by the way. I just thought about that. Let's do that before I forget. And look at that. We have our 7,000 nanites. We just earned our 7,000 nanites. So let's accept that reward while I'm thinking about it. It's going to be in phase 5. Done. We got 500 Quicksilver for that. Beautiful. So yeah, you can earn that definitely by going to the rendezvous. It will give you the nanites you need if you go to all the rendezvous. However, I just wanted to knock it out really fast, so I did mine like that by selling the technologies I'm not going to use. Planetary anomaly. This is going to be a water planet, so keep in mind, This is where we're going to get our underwater treasure. We are also going to get our underwater animals. Remember, we need to get scan 4 different underwater animals. We've only done 2 so far. But if you haven't done that, that's still fine. On Rendezvous number 4, that planet, it has 4 underwater creatures. So you can get all 4 on this planet if you want. I got a little bit ahead of the curve, so we only need 2 of them. So keep in mind, before we go to the rendezvous, we're going to have to look for armored clams because we need 1 pearl before we get there. So along the way, because it's going to be underwater anyway, along the way, I would highly recommend looking for your clams, the armored clams. I believe they're armored oysters or whatever they're called. The armored purple clams. Open those up and get 1 pearl. You only need 1 pearl. If you want more than 1, great, but you only need 1. So we can't land on the water. We need to find a piece of dirt, a piece of land to land on. Let's land here. With all the communication stations here. Done and done. Now you'll notice it points you in the direction of water. Again, looking for the armored clams. Yep, right there. Let's grab this clam on the way. So let's open this up. And then pick it. Beautiful. Living pearls. We only need 1. So now let's head over to the location where the, what's it called, is the rendezvous is. It's going to be 200. So there's clams nearby. It's not like you can't get it. Like if you want to go there first, I would just recommend don't do it twice. Don't like just keep swimming all over the place. And while we're under the water, remember, we need 2 more animals underwater. So let's look around. There's 1. Scanned that one. Do we have another one around here? Oh, we do. Way over there, though. Dang it. That's all right. We'll look for other ones. They're going to be around here somewhere. There's another one. That's number 2. So we should have our underwater animals. Yep. Recorded 4 aquatic creatures. Got that one done, too. Easy enough. Now, for the rendezvous, all you have to do is get near this submerged ruin, and you get the rendezvous, right? But you can also... What you want to do is, instead of just skipping that and leaving, come over here to this blob, because this blob will give us an underwater treasure, and we need that for a milestone. So let's open this up and just go through the storyline. At the end of it, just remember, you can read all this if you want to. I'm going to skip through it. You just need to go through it because it'll give you a trident key. There it is. So you need a trident key and a pearl to open up the treasure box. If you look underneath this structure, you're going to see a sealed sea chest. So let's unbury this thing. Oh, no edit permission. Someone put a base here because they're a jerk. That's fine. All you have to do is press down on your D-pad to go to your quick menu, and there is an option to report an offensive or inappropriate base. So select that one, and it'll say, hey, you need to take a picture of it. I never take a good picture. I just do this. Boom. Your report has been registered. So once you report it, it removes that base. So now we should be able to, yeah, there you go. So it'll remove the base, so now we can actually use the submerged ruin like we should. And then now, look we got our explored 65 meters beneath the waves. So we got our going underwater 65 meters. We have our sealed chest here. Let's activate it. And we have our trident key, which we just got from that blob. And we're going to use our living pearl that we picked up earlier. Open up the treasure box. And we recovered a treasure from the deep, which is a milestone. And remember that excavate an archaeological wonder, all that glitters milestone? We skipped that one. We just got that one as well. So that treasure counts for 2 milestones if you want it to. It counts for just a normal recovered a treasure and the recovered a treasure underwater milestone. So yeah, we are kicking butt and taking names in this, man. Holy cow, it's only been half an hour and we are already almost done. So let's head back to our ship. We're at phase 4, or rendezvous 4. We have one more rendezvous to do, and then we can kind of clean up the rest of our milestones that we haven't done yet. Like the hot-blooded animal is going to be one that we need to go back and get, but I have a location for that. So we have that one. We also need to get our cold temperature planet. So I've seen plenty of cold water planets, so I just haven't landed on one of them. I don't know why. We should probably do that. So that might be the one we do next. Now, I will say, keep in mind, if you accept a reward, like if you go into your expedition tab and accept your reward, it'll, for whatever reason, it'll make your character sink to the bottom of the ocean. So don't do that until you get up on land. Get into your ship, and now we can accept all our rewards for the things we just did. So phase 2, we did all that glitters. Got that one done, so we have our Atlas passes. Then we have, on phase 4, we got the rendezvous number 4. That'll give you more exosuit inventory slots. We also got the under pressure. That is the go down to 65 feet under sea level. We also did the discover 4 aquatic creatures. Got that one. Easy enough. And then gold from salt. We've got our underwater treasure on phase 4 as well. So we are rocking and rolling, you guys. Let's go to, you know what? We have one for entering a black hole. This one, a lot of people get confused by. It is very, very simple. So go to the space anomaly, and if you talk to Polo, he will mark the nearest black hole to you right now. No problem. So you could do it now, you could do it later, and just talk to Polo and he will mark it for you. Doesn't matter when you do it. We don't need that. We can keep all these. I'm trying to clean up my inventory. We don't need all of the Atlas passes. You only need a level 3, so get rid of the other stuff. That stuff, the dirt you don't need. All right. So yeah, if you just talk to Polo, he will mark the nearest location on your galaxy map. So let's come over here. We'll ask him to mark it for us. Now, keep in mind, when you go through a black hole, it will shoot you across the galaxy to a random spot. So, here we go. The option number 3 says ask for a black hole coordinate. So, keep in mind, you don't want to do this until you're ready for it. So I'm going to do it right now just to show you what it's like to go through a black hole, but we have to come back and go to our rendezvous number 5. Keep that in mind. So if you want to make it easier on yourself, just go to rendezvous number 5 and then talk to Polo. That way you're done and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about coming back here for any reason. I need to come back here for my hot-blooded animal, so we're just going to do that anyway. So let's go into our galaxy map, and it'll instantly say, hey, wait a minute.
Alert. Navigational data received.
And it says, hey, there's a black hole over here. Polo marked it for you, and it'll go to the exact system, so you can just go right over to it if you'd like. I'm going to do that now, so right back to this one. Boom. That is the system that has our black hole that's nearest to us right now. It might be different for you because it just marks one near to you. So there's a whole bunch of black holes all over the place. So you will probably run into a different one than I did. Before we go through here, let's look for a cold planet before we go. Hyborian planet right there. It's a crystallized cold planet. Let's go through here first. Because all you have to do is go into the atmosphere and it'll actually hit the temperature and it'll tell you if you've gotten to a cold planet or not. Go to the dark side because it's always colder at night. Are you serious? It's only 82 degrees below zero? So the other thing you can do, if you need to, is wait for a storm because it'll get colder during a storm. So let's just park it real fast. I can go through and clean up my inventory a bit. Like, we don't need the emerald. We can get rid of that. Wait a minute. Do we need hyperdrives? Yes, we probably do. So before we do that, do we have enough? Let's make some antimatter housings and a antimatter thing here and warp cells. That way we have at least a little bit more. Okay, we should be good. So I'm going to get rid of the emerald. We don't need it anymore. We don't need the portable reactor. You can sell it, make some money if you want to. I'm just getting rid of it. Same thing for your salvage data. You can use that if you want to or get rid of it. Triple burst firework. I'm going to clean that up, get rid of it. We don't need an anomaly detector. We don't need the navigational data. We don't need the storage augmentation. We'll use that for fuel. The tritium. That is fuel as well. The launch fuel. We don't need the multi-tool expansion slot. Again, if you want to use it, go ahead, but I'm not going to use it. This is basically just a guide, and I always get rid of my expedition saves, so I don't need them. We don't need any of the gloaming gem, these treasure pieces. We can get rid of those. Open up the golden nuggets. Move around my inventory a bit. So do we have any no creatures here? Scan some creatures. The greatest freezing tolerance. There you go. Waiting for a storm to hit. Come on, storm.
1 hour later.
Well, okay. I waited all day. No storms happened. So I'm going to go with... Let's jump in the water. It's probably colder in the water, right? Has to be colder in the water. So it's 81 minus 81 right now. Let's see. There we are. Nice. Okay. I kind of thought it would be colder in the water. Man, I waited all day. 15 minutes for a day cycle. And no storms happen. Oh, you know, how much you want to bet that the storm happens right now? Now that I've gotten my temperature that I need. Dang it. So yeah, literally stood there for 15 minutes waiting for a storm to happen. Goodness. It's like the game knew I wanted it. That's all right. We got it. We're done. We did the deep freeze. So now let's go back to that black hole up there. It should be near the space station. So let's get up here. Right. I mean, oh, actually, you know what? We can see it. It's kind of warping reality right there. So you see it? Can you see it? It's like barely there. But it's generally the black hole is near the space station, so that's why I'll head to the space station. But you can see it. There it is. So now we go through the black hole, and we should get our milestone for going through a black hole. Come on! There we are. And then once we get to the other side, all we have to do is take the teleporter from the space station back to where we were before. So it's not the end of the world if you do this out of order. Not at all. It's just a little bit of an irritation because you gotta go back. Discovered by the Holy Father. What in the world is going on here? Okay. So let's head over to the space station. We traveled 1,400,000 light years. Holy cow. And old school No Man's Sky players, you should remember that they used to break all of your technology whenever you went through a black hole. Not so much anymore, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. Let's get in here. And there is a trick to the teleporter to kind of know where you were and where you need to go. So, essentially, the first space station you touch down on, that you set foot on, is going to be at the bottom of the list. And the most recent one you've been to is going to be at the top of the list. So you can use that to kind of figure out where you need to go. Let me show you what that means. If you go to your space station list, this one right here is the one we just were at. The Ikuri-Iru system. This one over here, the bottom right, the first one we went to, this is the first space station we touched. So you know what? Let's go to the first one. Let's go back to the spawning system that we all showed up in. This should make things, I mean, hopefully pretty simple. We'll find out. We'll find out. So while we're here, let's grab our reward for finding an icy planet. Right here, that's on phase 2. We completed phase 2. That is totally done now. So let's get back in this menu. We can get our reward for phase 2, which is the posters. And also remember, the reward for phase 1 was the electric jetpack trail. We have phase 3. We still need to find a hot-blooded creature. We could do that right now. But before we do that, let's do the let's claim the reward for doing the black hole milestone. So now we should have phase 4 done. Let me check. Yep, phase 4 is now complete. We're gonna get our ragged tent plans, construct digits plans, and construct skull plans. So those are gonna be base building parts. Jump in our ship. Now this is the spawn. This is the first system you spawn up in. So you'll see my freighters over there. Great. Now let's go back into the galactic map, and you'll notice, yeah, this is our beginning system. Oh,
Navigational data received.
it's gonna mark another black hole. You don't need to go through another one. That's fine. We did one and done. That's all we need. So you don't need to go through any more. So what we need to do is we need to zoom out a little bit, go to free camera, zoom out, and we are looking for the Ragnagar system. It should be in the right-hand side over here. It's not going to be too far away from that spawn system. It almost would be the second system you go to. Let me check around here. There it is right there. So this is the system we need to go to for our hot-blooded animal. It is close to the spawn system. Like, this is spawn system. Up and to the right a little bit. Oh, God, I lost it. I lost it again. There it is. Ragnagar. Ragnagar. Go to this system. This is where you're going to find your hot-blooded animal. So you can do this in the beginning. I should have done it in the beginning. I forgot where it was, to be honest. That's why I didn't do it in the first episode. So you can do it in the first episode if you're watching this now. Go back in time and tell Jason he needs to go back there and do that. All right, we're looking for a planet. Let me see the name of this. Not Monos. It might be this one over here. Not that one. So it's probably behind this big one that you spawn in next to. Actually, it's probably right here. Unknown planet beyond the rings. It is the Alesso Delta. This is the one we're looking for, the Alesso Delta planet. Again, this can be changed later on. So if you come here, like on Saturday or Sunday or whatever, a few days from now, the name might change, but you're looking specifically for a torrid planet that has selenium and a high sentinel activity. This is the one we're looking for. That the planet type will not change. The name might change. Alesso Delta, that might be different. But just keep in mind, it's in the system, and it is at the torrid planet. So let's land down here, and we're going to find a hot-blooded creature. It might take a couple of creatures, but don't worry. It's going to be on the ground, easy to find. It's just, it might take a second for the creature to actually load in, depending on your game and where you land. So let's just pick a good spot. Where's a good spot? That looks like a good spot right here. Let's land right here on this plateau. And then wait for the creatures to start loading in. As you can see, yeah, immediately, if you just pull out your visor, you don't see anything. And now they populate. Look at that. Boom. I don't think it's a small one. Scan that to knock it off the list. The smallest herbivore. Again, we're looking for the red dots. Is this guy right here? Current record is 99 degrees. Yeah, we'll get hotter than that. This little tiny guy over here. Nope, I don't think he's it. Still 99. So we have a creature that is 200 feet away. Let's check this guy out. Because if it marks it that far away, that means it's a big creature. Maybe the big one has a high body temperature. You'd think so, wouldn't you? The crab. Are you a hot-blooded crab? You are! Hot-blooded. The crab is the one you want. The big crab-looking thing. Beautiful. That's our hot-blooded creature. Phase 3 is now done. We got our hot-blooded creature. I think the only thing we have left now is to go to the final rendezvous. So let's pop in our ship. Let's see what we got going on here. So phase 3, we got our hot-blooded creature. Accept the reward for that, a supreme mining beam upgrade and fire water. Nice. And then we have the complete phase done. So let's get the reward for that, a construct salvage companion customization. So that is going to be your character customization. You can do that. Let's accept that. Put that in here. So now let's check it out. Let's see. We have our phase 1 done, 2 done, 3 done, 4 done. Yep. 5 is the only one, and the only thing we have left is to go to the rendezvous. Everything else is finished, you guys. We have knocked out almost everything. We just have to go to the rendezvous. So let's follow the rendezvous path all the way over here to as far as we can go. It's going to take us a few jumps because remember, we went back to the spawn location when we first started the expedition. So it's going to take us quite a while to get back to where we were, but that's okay. We got everything knocked out. We are good to go on this. So, oh, I don't want to be part of this fight. Get out of here with this. I'm not part of your fight, man. So I'm going to try to get away from this. I mean, if you want to, just go to the space station, and when you exit, it should be gone. Or, you know what? Let's try to see if we can glitch it out. So if you try to land on the freighter, it should just disappear. Let's land on this freighter. Let's see. Yep, like that. It just disappears. That's fine. Well, let's go. Let's keep going. When you got into that 5th rendezvous. Just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. So yeah, definitely. You can save yourself some time if you want to just do the hot-blooded animal pretty quick in the beginning of the game. Go to Raganar, that system, and you can get your hot-blooded animal. But we got this. We're good. Let's jump up, and we should be close. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, yeah, we were there. We're there. This is the 5th rendezvous. Last rendezvous system right here. So we're going to pop in here. We land at the rendezvous, and we are completely finished pretty quickly. Now, I did waste a lot of time waiting for my cold planet. That was a pain in the rear. But, you know what? It is what it is. We'll move past it. Rendezvous number 5. Final milestone. And then we get the cool rock music when we finish this off. And we'll get our robot companion. So if you have not seen it, there's a cool robot. I say it's like the batteries not included robot. You know what I mean. It's one of those cool, like, platter-looking robots that you get as a companion that you could feed batteries to. So I'm guessing the marker's on the right, but we're going to go to the left over here. I'm guessing this is going to be the last rendezvous. Because it has 1 million of the communication stations. So, yeah, let's do that. We're going to land right here. Is this it? Yep, this is it. Rendezvous number 5. Now, don't forget, get your rewards. So, let's claim the reward for Rendezvous 5. Now, what we need to do is collect our main reward. So our Phase 5 reward is going to be the title, the Intrepid. Voyager's decal plans and Voyager banner customization. And then the last one you get, remember, go all the way to final phase. You will get your hover droid companion egg right here. Claim it and we are done. Congratulations, traveler! All expedition goals are complete. The expedition has been finished. Beautiful. Your save will now convert to a standard save if you wish to continue. We are done. That is everything you need to do for the Voyagers Expedition. And remember, you only have a week to do this, a week and a half, technically. So by January 8th, make sure to get this done. Don't wait till the last minute, even though it takes you maybe a couple hours to do. Get it done early. That way you can make sure you're finished, because this is the final expedition replay of the year of 2023. So now we just wait. We wait for the new update for No Man's Sky. So I will see you guys in the next video.